The pinnacle of MMO history was made a couple days ago. The developers of Wizard101 have seemingly blessed us with another poll by their imaginary twirling Twitter wands. This time they asked players, why the fuck do you want the gear from loot boxes with a bunch of technical jargon in between? It sparked somewhat of a debate, so I thought I'd talk about it. So why is there no other option in this poll? Well, because you have no other option. Believe it or not, two halves actually make a whole. Now, unfunny or funny jokes aside, obviously this is like one of those market research survey questions companies push out to see what their customers think of their product. So in essence, they're trying to sell you more loot boxes, or trying to make you buy loot boxes if you haven't done so in the first place. Now, from my marketing perspective, it's basically like asking you, hey, why the fuck aren't you other people buying the packs? Is it because you want it to be cosmetics or stats? What I find weird though is that there isn't a both or other option. Maybe you like it for other reasons, I don't know, but quite frankly, I've never seen a company directly ask their players this when involving microtransactions. But then again, it's Twittered, so really anything goes, I guess. There were also some debate about making gear pay to win in horde packs, which, I mean, come on man. Some of the stuff that you can buy through microtransactions already count as that. Mounts being one, set bonus pets, and spellments, just to add on. The results of the poll are just very telling because it shows what people actually want and the company that is providing that. While on the opposite spectrum, we don't want it to be pay to win. On that note, it seems as though the community is divided. So, while we're on the pedal to the marketing metal, we might as well talk about some strange occurrences that have been happening to some players in the game. Now, I don't know how true this is, but apparently some KingsIsle staff members approached players to ask them 5 questions on what they thought about the game in exchange for a loot box. This actually reminds me of the time I went to Walmart for a can of compressed air. You know, the stuff you spray dust off of your crusty GPU, CPU, whatever graphics card or keyboard. But while I was there, I got approached by 2 girls who asked me if they wanted to go to a party. I was suspicious because 1, I'm not that attractive, and 2, who the fuck asks a random stranger to go to a party at Walmart? So needless to say, I said no to their request because as it turns out, it was some sort of religious party, maybe a cult or something, I don't know. But the point is, it's just really weird to have some people come up to you at the wrong place and wrong time to ask you to do something. Some people have said that this is some sort of nefarious scam where players who were gifted items can be charged back if the sender didn't send enough money to cover it. Which also seems weird because if they're gonna do that, why not just gift somebody randomly instead of asking them stupid questions? Oh, another thing, this is really off topic, but that would be really shitty if KingsIsle did that. So some people might be asking me, well, why doesn't KingsIsle market their loot boxes or have commercials on TV for the game? You could argue about the budget, but I'd say it's more of the YouTubers that are doing the marketing. Whenever you take a look at loot boxes that come out and just browse YouTube, you'll see a ton of openings for them, which in a sense just does KingsIsle's job of marketing for them. YouTubers just play a big part in reaching newer audiences. As far as the game goes and in general though, from what I've seen, there are ads for Wizard101, but most are severely outdated and they're banner display ads. So lastly, it's not about having new players join necessarily for marketing. It's about having a consistent source of revenue from existing players who will keep feeding into it. I mean, if you think about it, what are the chances of new people continuing playing the game if they hit the paywall within the first 15 minutes or so? You can also add the chances of paying for microtransactions to that list as well. Anyways, this video wasn't a cataclysmic airstrike of wordplay aimed directly at the marketing team or really anybody. This was just purely what I thought from my own experience in marketing. Now, what I don't condone is outright harassing anybody, so if you do that shit, stop. That's all I really had to say for this video. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear about it down below in the comments. Other than that, if you're new, like always, subscribing is just a click away. Until the next video or stream, take care, and I'll see you guys.